Hi, welcome to Bakery Cottage. Today I'm going to show you how to convert your basic wreath base into a fabulous wreath to hang on your front door. Sadly, we're not able to run our workshops as usual, so this year we're doing wreath making kits that you can buy. So you get all the stuff, and I'm going to show you how to convert those and put them onto your wreath. So here's what I prepared earlier. This is in a silver and orange theme, so you can see a gorgeous amount of things on your wreath. Really transforms it and makes it look ultra special and super. So what we're going to do is show you basically how we're going to do this. All you need is some Michael Buble playing in the background, maybe a glass of your favourite tipple, and off you go. So basically you're going to start with this wreath base. Now you'll notice the wreath base, the foliage goes in one direction clockwise. So to start with, you're going to add some extra foliage to that. So with your wreath making kit, you get a bunch of foliage from us. So with your holly and ivy, what you want to do is kind of group it into bunches. And with your wires, these lovely florist wires, get a bunch of ivy like this. Pick up a little bit of your wreath and tuck it behind the wreath. Okay, so it's just going to lie like that on the wreath. Hold that in place with your thumb. Grab your wire like this. Push the wire through the middle of the wreath. Stab your hand with the other side. So it's coming through the back like that. Then you're folding the wire over the other side. Okay, so you're wrapping it around the wreath and taking it around the back and twizzing it up together at the back. Okay, so that's just forming a nice tight, and you want to try and push the wire ends into the back of the wreath. So again, if I show you one more, grab the ivy like this, lift the foliage up, so you don't want to see the ends of the ivy, push it in like this, hold that with your thumb there, grab your wire and push that in to the back. Now you want to make sure that this is firmly in place, because this is going to last a good 2 weeks on your front door, and you don't want your Christmas guests coming round to a half-dressed wreath. So at the back there, once again, take the ends and give them a really firm twizzle at the back. Okay, and then if you wanted to add some lovely variegated holly into that, you can do. Once again, you want to make sure that's wired. And you want to carry on until your wreath is complete, okay? And then you've got all your foliage on. Okay, and that can enjoy doing that for a few minutes. So lucky for you, I've got one here that I prepared earlier, which I'm done. So it really makes the wreath base lovely and full. So you're starting with a good 14-inch wreath base, but by the end of it, you've got a wreath which is really, let's just hope you've got a big front door. So now you get to the fun bit, where you're going to start adding all the bits and pieces to your wreath. So we have got a lovely selection here. So we've got some lovely rustic and rural things. So we've got some orange, whole oranges. Now to put those on your wreath, what you want to do is get a wire and push the wire through the orange like this. Now this usually happens, hopefully first time, there you go, lucky. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, and you're going to turn that round like that, okay? So your oranges are fixed in position. So these would just go in your wreath, push to the back, and once again your wire gets folded round, okay? Now I really like to work in odd numbers on wreaths. I think it looks much better if you put odd numbers of things. So let's just say you've got 5 oranges there. We've got some lovely fir cones. And to fix your fir cones, you're going to take the wire, you're going to push the wire around the base like that, and you're going to twist it like that again, and they're going to go on in the same sort of way, okay? We have some lovely slices of oranges and apples, so right fruit salad on our wreaths. So what you want to do here is get 3 sections like this, get another wire, and push the wire through the bottom bit like that. Okay, so it's not going through the middle, it's just going through the bottom. And then take the wire and twist it like that again. There's a lot of twizzing going on in this wreath making business. Okay, and then that will go in somewhere on your wreath, somewhere. Next are your cinnamon sticks. Now for your cinnamon sticks, you need some of our magic wire, which we're going to wrap around the cinnamon sticks like this. Just cut that short, like that. Let's see. Okay, and then tie that in a knot. Make sure they're nice and tight. You don't want to be losing any cinnamon sticks over Christmas. And then just tie that in a knot. Like this. Nice double knot. And then with a pen, so this magic wire, you get your pen and you just curl that up like this. And you get these lovely little twizzles on the end of your cinnamon sticks. Okay, let's just do the other. Okay, like this. Okay, so you're going to put these on your wreaths as well. So you get a few bunches of these. Now, I always say at this point, you know, when your guests come over at Christmas time, just make sure they knock on the door. Don't rush. Make them stay there a while. Just make sure they really appreciate all your hard work that's gone into your wreath, okay? So, there's your cinnamon sticks. What else have we got here? We've got your orange slices, your apple slices. Now, we've got a little bit of bling, a little bit of colour to go on your wreath. So I'm making this wreath for someone who wanted red and gold. So I've put a little bit of holly in here with some red berries, which looks really lovely. And I've got these little sort of bit of sparkle to add to the wreath. So what I'm going to do is just put those in. I'm just going to place them for now because I just want to show you the effect. So we're going to have 3 of those going around the wreath. So we'll put another one there. And let's pop another one here. Okay, and then what we would do, so then, you know, you'd place your oranges round. You maybe want to just lay them in place. Always make sure you use the whole of the wreath. Don't just plonk everything on the top. Use the whole sort of surface of the wreath. And this one's going to go in here. Just kind of getting an idea of where they're all going. Maybe this one can go in here. And that one in there. So you see, gradually you're kind of building up the wreath. So let's just put some fir cones on, just get the idea of where they're going to go. And obviously at the end you're going to have to wire all of these on so they're not going to fall off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, enough. Now let's add a little bit more colour with a few baubles. Good old lovely traditional red and gold colour scheme going on here. So from a very simple wreath base, we've really created a colourful, bright, cheery wreath. Okay, so obviously you're going to spend a lot more time arranging yours. So I haven't put the cinnamon sticks on. Let's put a bunch of cinnamon sticks here. And another bunch over here. And another bunch over here. Okay, all of these have got to be wired on so they're not going to fall off. Now we need a bow. Okay, so your bow, you've got this fabulous ribbon. Once again going with the red and gold theme. So we're doing a cheeks bow. So this is how I do my bows for my wreaths. I'm going to get the ribbon like this. I'm going to fold it once like that. Fold it again like that. So you want about 5 loops. Okay, then just cut that off there. And then you're going to get another one of your wires and take the wire around the base like this. So it's holding all those ends in. And really give that a firm, so you've really got those well and truly caught in there. And then, you know, have a look at your wreath and decide where the top and the bottom is. I think this is a really good place for my bow. So the bow is going to go there, and I'm going to fix that firmly in place so the ribbon then kind of hangs down below there. Okay? Now the final piece for this is our lovely twizzle sticks. What these do is add a little bit of extra pizzazz to your wreath. Okay, so we're going to do twizzle sticks like this. And what's quite nice is if you break them off a little bit, make them a bit shorter, and then just put them in the sides like this. Okay, let's get a few more. So I think hopefully you get the idea of those. Okay, so hopefully you can see that's all been wired on. That's going to look absolutely fabulous going on someone's front door. Okay, it needs a bit of work doing to finish it off. I just want to give you the basic idea of what to do with all our bits and pieces when you come and get your wreath kits. Now here's another one that I started and just finishing off. This is a really simple one. So as you see, I've really made an emphasis with the baubles on this one. So I love this colour, this rustic kind of brown and goldy colour, and just bringing it out with some of those fantastic greens. And it's just got fir cones on, so really simple. And I'm going to put loads of those lovely tinting sticks on, just to do it next to the shush. So guys, there you go. I hope you have a lot of fun creating your wreaths this Christmas. Next year, hopefully we'll be able to invite you back in to do our workshops again. In the meantime, from Michael Buble and myself, have a very, very Merry Christmas.